or music with the Fly Lady. Swish and swipe. Come on in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Swish and swipe.
It's my favorite day of the week.
I'm swishing, I'm swiping.
I have more
but
coffee.
You won't hear me griping cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it. It only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way. And you should see me move when I'm getting in a groove with a can-do attitude. Or I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping cause I'm blessing my house today.
We get 200 people
That's
in here
right.
on Facebook. We will show you the drawing from
Made
last
it
night.
a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and flinging. I do my quick routines and I'll soon be able to play. And you should see me smile when I'm sprucing up this tile. Only takes a little while and I'm done. And it's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping cause I'm blessing my house today.
I can't wait to show you.
Here we go now. Swish and swipe. Round and round I scrub just once around this tub, and things are looking up
Then I fly.
so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me
Oh,
griping
that's
cause
good.
I'm blessing my house today. That's right. I'm blessing my house today.
Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. It's our favorite day of the week because I get to answer your questions, and I have a big stack of them right here in my hot little hand. This morning, I woke up with a beautiful song in my heart, and I had to look it up on YouTube, but I just kept singing it over and over, and it was soon and very soon. We are going to see the King. Soon and very soon we are going to see the King. So this has me so happy this morning. And it's just a beautiful thought that one day we're all going to see the King. We're all going to see the King. So get on in here. I have the cutest little video for you. I mean the absolute cutest little video that you have ever seen of Liz's babies. Well, Mikey's not a baby anymore, but of Liz's babies doing the drawing yesterday. It was just precious. She sent it to me last night, and so I have it here from last night. And the process is going to be the name they draw, whoever it is, needs to send a private message on our Facebook page or to flylady@flylady.net through your email account, however it is, and put your mailing address. I can't have a post office box. It has to be a mailing address. And we will send you the prize. We will send you the prize. Don't know what that prize is going to be yet, but it will be special. It will be special. We're going to do this every week from Wednesday. We're going to go from Thursday to the next Wednesday, picking names. Liz pulled out 250 names, and they put it in a little plastic canister, an M&M container, and Gemma drew it out of the basket, and Mikey held it up so we could all see it, and Liz called the name. And it is just adorable. So today we're in zone 5. That's our living room. We're getting ready to party this weekend, folks. Our today is the 27th of May. Tomorrow's Ben's birthday. He will be celebrating in heaven with his mama. Today, May the 27th. What's for dinner? If you think about this at 10 a.m., you will know the answer. If you get it on your calendar, you will know the answer. Planning your menus for the week frees you up to have a great time. Okay. Now do a little menu planning on this one. You are really going to fly when you know what's for dinner. I love this. Knowing what's for dinner is fun. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. It's German night in our neighborhood because that's when the German food truck comes to Augusta Brewery. Now, we don't like the beer at Augusta Brewery, but we do like the German food truck. When Robert retired, we let the German restaurant cater his retirement party. We've gone there for our anniversary. We really like the people at the German place. Okay, are you ready? We need a drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. I got a wooden stick and I got this, and I'm going to do a drum roll. Drum roll. Here we go. Turn that around so it doesn't get that messed up. I've got, let me see if I can hold it up without messing it up. Can you see it? Yeah. There we have it. Now I'm going to hit the play button right here. Make sure I got the volume up. Where's my volume control? Volume is up.
Hi! We are going to be doing the shared drawing. Gemma will choose it and Mikey will pull out the name and show us.
Okay, mix it around, Gemma.
Mix it around, mix the bucket around.
I pick one out. Thank you.
Robert McLean. He's from Baltimore. Say congratulations.
Congratulations.
How cute was that? So Robert, if you're on here, we all know Robert. He is our favorite fellow that shows up every day and shares our videos. We all love Robert. I got a Christmas card from him. No, I got a birthday card from him. So, congratulations, Robert. I can't wait for you to see what we're going to send you. I just can't wait. Anyway, I'm just so happy. I'm happy for anybody, but that was just so cute how Liz did it, and she's been working hard. She made extra work for herself. This was her idea to have a drawing, and she made extra work for herself, and it's just precious, just precious. So, y'all, please share our videos. We're going to draw again next week. If you share on YouTube, Liz goes in. You put it in the comment section where you've shared it. We're trusting you to do it. And share our videos. Because sharing is caring, as Leanne says. I'm just so happy this morning. Soon and very soon, we're going to see the Lord. How precious is that? Anyway, drink up, folks. I got more coffee to get down me. My sweet darling made me another cup. Okay, first question. This is tough, y'all. Are you ready? Are you ready? When do treasures become clutter? Well, for me, it's when a treasure creates. I got something in my eye. Hold it a second. Now, I have collected mugs for a lot of years, but I have a rule. Only have so much room in my kitchen cabinet. And every time I get a new cup, a new mug, I have to get rid of an old one. Every time I get a new mug, I have to get rid of an old one. And I'm limited to that shelf space. I don't make more room for them. I don't want them overflowing my cabinet. But I make that shelf space is my limit. So, and I have pared them down. I did it just a few weeks ago. I got rid of some mugs that I just didn't love anymore. But when do treasures become clutter? When you start, how do I put this? Many years ago, my friend Marianne Dilworth, the one that had the lily of the valley that I got out of her yard when she moved, she loved purses. She loved lots of things, but her purses stayed in her closet and they got moldy and it was awful. And she couldn't decide if she wanted to bring that up to North Carolina from Atlanta. And so she had a rule. She would put it in the middle of the floor, and the first time she would walk around that item. And if she didn't pick it up to take it to the truck, then the next time, if she didn't walk around it, she sort of pushed it to the side. And if the third time she walked past it, she wanted to kick it, she took it to the curb and put it outside for somebody to pick up. Now, when you don't find joy in your treasures anymore, if they become a burden to you, like dusting them, if you have a lot of Hummel figurines and it's just a pain to dust them, then you may need to think about donating those things. And don't say that they're worth lots of money, because my husband used to do valuation of not estates, but of property in divorces, equal to distribution of property. And people thought these little Hummel figurines were worth lots of money, just like Beanie Babies were going to be worth lots of money. I need to put that down. Beanie Baby funeral. Okay, I will talk about that at tea time today. That's when your treasures become not so wonderful. But when you don't love them anymore, that's when they become clutter. And everything in your house has to bring a smile to your face. So hold it up and look at it. Do I love you? Do I have a place for you? Do you bring a smile to my face? These things are questions you ask yourself. So that's when they become clutter. And when you answer those questions in certain ways, you know it's clutter and you've got to donate it. Bless someone else with it. I've done that before. I had a mug that I really loved, but it didn't make me happy anymore. It didn't make me happy. It brought a bad memory to my heart when I saw that mug. So I left it on one of my professor's desk, all clean, pretty ready to go. And she had her tea in that mug. It was a beautiful mug. I still remember that mug. I had a teapot that was the same way, willow blue teapot, that didn't bring me joy anymore. So I gave it to a friend of mine who was another college professor and a fly fishing buddy. And that teapot made her happy. but it didn't make me sad anymore. Okay. Did you mention a vitamin or a treatment that helps leg cramps below the knees or on the hip at night? Well, that is a wonderful message to you that your potassium levels have gotten too low, that you may be drinking too much water during the day and you're flushing out your potassium. We have a vitamin series. Also, many years ago, I got leg cramps, and my doctor said I needed B vitamins. Check with your doctor. But if you've got some B vitamins, start taking them. We have a B complex, which is really good. That's what the doctor put me on many years ago. But getting a Charlie horse, if you're not, when you're pregnant, I got Charlie horses all the time. And sometimes I would stretch the bed and get Charlie horses in both calves at the same time. And you just stand up screaming. Well, if you're drinking a lot of water, you may need to increase your salt intake. When football players are working out two a day workouts, they need electrolytes. You're low on electrolytes, so get some Gatorade in you and some other things. There's some little electrolyte powders that you can put in your water and drink. Just watch the carb content on some of them. But a potassium, now also magnesium helps. There's some magnesium lotions that you can put on. Just look up magnesium lotion and rub on your calves. But this is wonderful. Somebody's talking about beauty support. I love that stuff. I get it from Leanne. Beauty support. Yeah, it makes your fingernails grow, your hair grow. I got curly hair. I've never had curly hair in my life. So get your vitamin levels checked. Do this, and it's going to help you. But cut back on your water and get some electrolytes in you. My parents are 80 years old and are hoarders. They're stuck in their ways. Any advice? You can't help them. I'm sorry. They have to have a come to Jesus time. And my friend Conda had a neighbor the other day who she saved her life. Conda did. This has been a couple of months ago. She's a hoarder and she wouldn't let people in her house, and she'd pick up her food at her front step, and she fell. She fell in the clutter. And she was there for a couple of overnight, I think. She couldn't get up. She broke her hip. They have forcibly decluttered this woman, and it's not good. It is not good. And years and years of living in the same house, if you're not staying on top of your clutter, one day you're going to be that person. So make sure their pathways are clear. Help them to maybe get one room in order, but put it someplace else because they're going to want it. They grew up. Now we'll keep this in mind and pray for them. 80-year-old, they grew up. They were born during the Depression. Think about it. Go back 80 years, 60 years. They were born in the 40s, so they didn't go through the Great Depression. They did not go through the Great Depression, but they were raised by people who went through the Great Depression. And, it was World War II that brought us out of the Great Depression. We've all been raised by somebody who was raised by somebody who was raised, it's turtles all the way down, by somebody who went through the Great Depression. These mentalities of trying to save everything. Robert's mother, Ella, she was born in 1912 or 13, something like that. She was almost 100 years old when she died. She saved the rubber bands that came on the newspaper. When we cleared out her house after she decided herself she wanted to move into assisted living. And she knew she was she was 98. And she knew she needed to be around people because she had fallen. And she didn't have clutter. She had been getting rid of things. But she saved the rubber bands. And we found this ball this big of rubber bands in her house. This big of rubber bands. I can't imagine you needing that many rubber bands. Now, I have a little ball of rubber bands somewhere in my cabinet over there that I got at a conference. There it is. I see it. But it's this big. It was this big, almost the size of a basketball. And to put the rubber band around it, you had to stretch it out so much that it wasn't fit to use for anything. If you can keep your clutter confined to this area, that's fine. But we don't have to save everything. But your parents, you're just going to make their lives miserable. So check on them every day. Ask them if you can help, but don't force them to declutter. Help them get their living areas and their kitchen. Make sure there's nothing sitting on their stove that could catch fire by accident. That has happened. A stove eye gets turned on, and it happened the other day to a friend of mine. Her husband accidentally touched the stove eye and it got turned on and it burned up their air fryer. Yeah, can you imagine burning up an air fryer? So accidents happen, but you got to keep the stove clear. Don't put any papers in the oven or pizza boxes in the oven, because you know what? The oven's going to get turned on and it's going to catch fire. So make sure their house is safe. Go in and wash their dishes for them. But don't force them to declutter, because you're going to cause hard feelings. They think they need this stuff. Now, you might want to share one of my books with them, but make sure they have paths that they can go through safely, and that stuff isn't going to fall on them, and that they're not going to slip and fall with magazines on the floor. That's another story. Let me see. Okay, I'll tell that one too. That's another good story. Anyway, folks, you can't forcibly declutter. How would you like somebody to come into your house and forcibly declutter your house? Don't do it. Just don't do it. You're going to make everybody miserable. Love them, help them, but don't force them to declutter. You can actually tell them I said that. How do you care for the gray mop cloths? And are the purple cloths for dusting? Yeah, you can use the purple cloths for dusting. But the gray mop cloths, here it is. They're microfiber. They're microfiber. And I wash mine with my purple rags, silver rags, bronze rags, turquoise rags. That's where I keep mine. The mop cloths and the rags can be washed in the same washing machine. And if you are using your gray cloth as a dust mop, where's my rubber scrubber? Put the rubber scrubber over here. You can take your rubber scrubber outside with the mop and you can sweep the mop cloth, the gray one, or the other one with it. I recently moved I recently moved. One room is filled with boxed things that I didn't have a place right away. What's the best way to handle that room? Okay, it's the rule of 5. You got it? The rule of 5. I'm making up a new rule today, y'all. I'm like Leroy Jethro Gibbs, making up new rules. Rule of 5. Go in to that room and grab 5 boxes. 5 boxes. And open one box up and declutter the items in that box that you don't need anymore, because when you're packing, you're like a crazy person, putting things and labeling all the boxes miscellaneous. Well, I don't want you to do that if you're moving. Everything needs to be labeled correctly in what room they belong in, because when you bring the boxes in and stuff them all in one room, you got this problem. But if a box belongs in a bedroom, it needs to be in the bedroom, even if it's in the closet. So open the box up, have a giveaway, put away, throw away file box in front of you. The stuff, sort everything out, and then put all the giveaway stuff back in that box. Take it to the car. Then put away everything that belongs, that needs to be put away, one item at a time. And then the trash stuff, put it straight in the trash. Put it straight. Don't move trash, y'all. Do not move trash. So just start with, set your timer for 15 minutes and do one box at a time, and every day do that. And before the week's over, you'll have 25 boxes dealt with. Now you could start sorting them and putting them in other rooms, but you've already taken over one room that way. So just do it. How can I stay motivated when I'm constantly fighting a depression battle inside my head? You got to get rid of the I don't want-us. That depression is pulling you down. You know, which came first, the depression or the clutter? And I think they're both connected. As the more your clutter built up, the worse the depression got. So you got to start somewhere. So getting up and getting dressed to lace up shoes is going to be the beginning of getting a tackle on this depression. Eating properly, getting some good green leafy vegetables into your diet is going to help you. Making sure your iron levels are where they need to be, that you're hydrated with water, which our water bottles are on sale, y'all. $11 next month. Next Tuesday, we start a new habit of drinking our water. And when you hear yourself say, I can't do that right now, I don't have time to do that right now, set your timer for 2 minutes. This is the 2-minute rule. 2 minutes and do exactly what you said you didn't have time to do. Do you hear me? Do exactly what you said you didn't have time to do. And you're going to be blown away. Number one, by how much stuff you get done, and by your energy level when you do this. Because if you're battling depression, you're saying, I don't want it all day long. So fight the depression. I'm glad you're fighting a depression, but let's live. Let's choose to live. So let's get off our butts and let's do something. Sitting in a chair all day long is not going to get anything done. So get up and do things. While you're listening to the show, be up. Now in the afternoon, I don't mind if you take a break, but today you can listen to me and get things done. If you have some boxes that need to be unpacked, you can do that while you're listening to the show. If you commit to doing that while the show's going on, look at how many boxes you can get unpacked. But unpacked means all the way to putting everything away, putting the giveaways in the car, putting the throwaways in the trash, and putting away the items that you have that pile. Do you have any suggestions on how to remove stained spaghetti sauce on plastic bowls? That means you're heating it up in the microwave, and you shouldn't be doing that. You don't heat things up in the microwave in plastic. I don't care. I just don't care if it's microwave safe or whatever. Don't do that. If it's a stained Tupperware bowl, I have one that's stained too. But guess what? I love the bowl. It's a big 2-quart measuring cup. And I love this bowl. I just deal with it. Now, you can put a little bleach in there and let it sit, but I don't know that that works because it's cooked in to the Tupperware. So let it go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I would throw it away so it didn't bother you. That's what I would do. But it doesn't bother me. Another good tip to do is to take a dishwasher tab. One of those little tabs. Put some hot water in your container and put a dish tab in there for your dishwasher. Let it sit overnight and pour it down the drain. Don't stick your hand in it though. Do you have any tips for people who work outside the home 8 hours a day, at least 6 days a week? At the moment, I am prioritizing a morning routine, but any tips will be helpful. You wake up 15 minutes before the family is my rule. If you got this morning, I was up 15 minutes before Robert. You know why I was up? Because I have an alarm clock dog. She wants to be fed at 9 o'clock. And so at 9 o'clock this morning, really it was 10 minutes till 9. My foot is out from under the covers and she licks my foot. Wake up, mommy. I want to be fed. I need a treat. So waking up 15 minutes before the rest of the family and getting dressed to lace up shoes immediately. Don't drag around in the morning getting dressed. Be that your priority to get that done. Do your morning routine as fast as you possibly can. Make your bed up, swish and swipe your bathroom, go to the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, put a load of laundry in. Bam, that's your morning routine. And that's my tip for you. I wish everybody had to get up in the morning and go to work because you would prioritize those few minutes that you have for these routines. How often should you wash your shower curtain? Well, I have a cloth shower curtain on the inside, so it dries during the day. I have a plastic one on the outside, and it's full of Bible verses, which makes me very happy. And that's sort of my meditation room, my bathroom. I can close the door, I get in the tub, I pray. I do my morning prayers and meditation in the bathroom while I'm getting dressed. Shower curtains cost $2 at the dollar store. The plastic ones do. Every month when we're in zone 3, you can throw it in the wash machine if it needs washing. If it's got mold on it, I would just recommend throwing it away and getting a new one. But at least every 6 months, wash your shower curtain. Wipe down your shower curtain. Wipe down the rod that it hangs on. But if it gets moldy, you're not opening it up and letting it dry. You've not got air circulating. If you had a little fan in that bathroom, just a little tiny fan like this, sitting on the counter and letting the air blow in there, it would dry. So open up your shower curtain, get out of the shower, and then pull it all the way closed so that the water can drain off. And open your shower doors the same way to let it dry in there. Or you can take a squeegee on your broom and wipe down your walls. And you can't wipe down the shower curtain, but you know what I'm saying. I'll get it. But if the shower curtain's moldy, get you a new one. It's $2. You can save that by planning. You can save $2 by planning your menus or using our coupon code. I'm having a cookout this weekend. Praise the Lord. Somebody's going to party. I've invited several people. When should I start my menu planning? Well, we've been menu planning for Memorial Day for 2 weeks. Plan it now. Get it today. Plan it. Get the food in the house today. Get it done. And tidying up my home. You can do crisis cleaning right now. Today. Get it crisis cleaned and keep it clean. Put away when you get anything out. Do it. And I know I want to use the grill. Well, if your grill is dirty from all winter, you need to make sure you got plenty of gas for your grill or charcoal or whatever. Build a fire in the grill. And that's going to clean off the grilling area. I always leave my grill going for a little extra time after I get through cooking to burn off the residue. But then you can take your purple rags. Don't do it hot, but you can take your purple rags and your rubber scrubber and you can clean your grill. Or you can take a spatula and clean the grill really. I don't like the wire brushes. People have gotten wires caught in their throat. So I don't use a wire brush on my grill. I use a straight edge spatula to clean my grill, to scrape things off. So get started today. Memorial Day's Monday. Get your grill on. Maybe you're going to cook something on the grill today. Maybe you're going to make some hamburgers or something. I've even got a pizza stone for my grill. My husband has taken over our basement with tools and memorabilia. The tools are all over the place. How can I address this? Well, you can say, honey, I saw this cute video on YouTube about how to organize tools. And you do it with pegboards. Maybe he wants to use those tools. People draw pictures. Take a marking pen and draw around. That's what my husband's done in the basement. He took some little one by one pieces and some pegboard and hung it up on the wall because it was an unfinished basement. And he has taken all his screwdrivers and wrenches, and you can buy a pack of pegboard things for about $10 on Amazon or at the hardware store. Pegboard is cheap, and you can order it and get it in pieces, and it will make a great way to get things organized. They're his tools, but you need to stay out. If my husband's the basement is his domain. All I do is wash clothes down there, and I have some shelves. And there's my Christmas. Robert calls it Christmas crap. It's down there, but I have it all up on the top shelves. Just ask him nicely, can we get this organized so I can have one corner of the basement? And he'll do it if you ask nice. If you order, he ain't going to do it. But it's his domain. He just may need some little things to help him. My mother-in-law recently moved in with us. She watches our children while we work. That is so sweet. When I get home each day, the house is trashed. The dishes are overwhelming. How can I ask her to help, even though she does help watch the kids? I want you to quit whining. I want you to quit whining. You know, it's hard for older people to take care of little kids. It is. It is. And you want your children's safety is more important than your house being clean. Now, some things you could do to help her. You start, when you leave the house in the morning, make sure the dishwasher's empty. Make sure the dishwasher's empty. Make sure the laundry's all done. Yeah. And when you get home, all you got to do is get your little army picking up their toys and putting things away. Now, you can also put something in the crock pot for dinner. You shouldn't expect her to cook dinner and everything too. She's taking care of your babies. She is taking care of your children. So thank her for being there for your children by picking up and cleaning up. And so what if it's messed up? Your babies are having fun with their grandmother. She won't be around forever. She won't be around forever. So enjoy this time. Quit finding fault in what she's doing. But you got to leave the kitchen in good shape. You've got to have the dishwasher ready to receive dirty dishes. And then I want you to take 5 minutes when you get home to clean up those dishes. That's all it's going to take. You're whining over 5 minutes. Put on some fun music and get the kids helping to pick things up. And it'll be done while you're getting dinner on the table. Okay, this is a good question. What makes your calendar different from our calendars? Well, here's what makes ours different. Most calendars, you have a pretty picture at the top and the whole calendar, the whole month is on this part. Our calendar is 2 full pages. 2 full pages, folks. That's what makes our calendar different. It's big enough for your busy family. You got that? It's big enough for your busy family. It's big enough for your menus. It's big enough for your financial awareness stuff. It's big enough for your weight. It's big enough for everything. All you got to do is use it. Your perfectionism is what keeps you from using it. The calendar is in the fly shop right now for this next year. This is not it. It's turquoise. It starts in August. Get your calendar now. It helps to get rid of the chaos. Find you an old picture frame at a yard sale. Spray paint it your favorite color. Put some cork board on the back. Take the glass out and put some cork board on it and hang your calendar there. Make a calendar control central. You'll love it. You'll love it. Did you decide the new color for the rags? Well, if we did, I haven't been told. I want to try them, but I'm not a fan of purple. I'm kind of holding out right now. Don't hold out. We have silver rags that are being discontinued. That's a good neutral color. We have our pink rags. I did swish and swipe with my pink rag last night before I went to bed. And I love the pink rags. But if you're not a fan of purple, we're always going to have purple because purple is marvelous color. I love purple. So we have a flash sale going on for our purple rags, silver rags, and pink rags. They're all $10. $10 across the board. That will be ending next week. So get it now. Flash sale until Tuesday. Till Tuesday. So hot pink, everybody loves hot pink. Silver, we still got plenty of silver. Okay, next question. So don't hold out. You need to try. This is our favorite tool, y'all. Purple rags and silver rags. We had turquoise and bronze, and we're going to get 2 new colors. But this is our favorite tool. They make cleaning anything easier, even your grill. How often do we dust light fixtures and ceiling fans? Every month. When we're in that zone, that's when we do it. You're not following our system if you don't know we have zones. Get our emails. We send out a flight plan every day with a mission. And it's real easy to clean ceiling fans and light fixtures with the multi-wand. Next question, our last question, drum roll again. Do you have any suggestions on paper clutter on the kitchen table? Don't put it there. Get you a pretty vase and put some flowers in it. Every week when you go to the grocery store, buy a little bouquet of flowers, put some flowers in it, put it on your dining room table, and don't put papers there. As for getting rid of the paper clutter, let me grab this. We are discontinuing our collapsible carry-all, which is also a mop bucket and a tray, and it can be lots of things. Take all your paper clutter that's on your dining room table and put it in a basket. And then go to your living room where you've got a clean flat surface and sort through it. You got 3 piles. You're going to have 3 piles. Give away, put away, throw away. Now the throwaway you could probably shred or put in your fire pit in the backyard. I put mine in the fireplace, even in the summertime. I put stuff I don't want to go into the trash in the fireplace. But fire pits are good for burning up those papers you're scared to let go of. And sort through the paperwork. And don't use your dining room table for paper. You're dumping all your mail there. Let it go. If it's tax stuff, put it in a box marked taxes. Anyway, folks, that's all our questions. Get the paper clutter off the table and declare it a no clutter zone. If you even have to put a sign on there, because what happens with flat surfaces, especially if you're used to cluttering them up, set the table for dinner. You won't put the mail on a table that's set for dinner. Stop yourself from using that area as a dumping zone. That's what you're doing. You've turned your dining room table into a junkyard. Process the mail as it comes in the house. Do it now. Do not allow it to become a pile. You're a piler instead of a filer. Your bills need to be put in a, that's why we have an office in a bag. Where's my office in a bag? That's why we have an office in a bag. You put your bills that need to be paid in here. Keep it hanging on a hook close to where you need to process your bills and things. So you have it right there. Put your checkbook in there if you need to write checks. Most of us do online banking now, so we never write checks. And get rid of the junk mail as soon as it comes in the house. I have a trash can right beside my chair that all the junk mail goes in, and then once a week I empty that trash can either in the fireplace or Robert takes it out to our fire pit. But we're going to have a little cold snap come this weekend, so we're going to burn some stuff this weekend. Anyway, folks, piles are stressful, Mary says. So let's stop piling. Let's either put it, the best filing system you can have is file 13. You know what file 13 is? It's the trash can. So 95% of the mail that comes into your house is trash. It is. It's trash. So get it out. Make it earn its way into the house. One lady put her shredder in the basement garage where she pulls in. She goes through her mail sitting behind the steering wheel, and she gets out of the car and immediately puts it right into the shredder. Robert, did you see you won? You won the prize. I just saw Robert logged in. Let's see. Robert's a top fan. Robert said the Ohio method. Only handle it once. Thanks, Robert. Robert McClelland. You won the prize for this week. Gemma pulled your name out of the bucket. I love it. Anyway, folks, the Ohio method. Only handle it once. When it comes in the house, deal with it right then. It takes 30 seconds. 30 seconds to process the mail. Put the bills that need to be paid in your bill paying place. Everything has a place, everything in its place. Anyway, folks, here we are. We've done an hour. Well, I was a little late. Anyway, I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock. I'll have my tea. Please share our videos. Post it in the comments if you're on YouTube where you have shared it. And have a great rest of the day. I will see you at 3. And I will have iced tea today. Yeah. See you later. Bye.